Australians have always had a special affinity with the bush. For the folks who make their lives far from our big cities, the men and women who spend their days caring for cattle and country. These are their stories.
My name's Tim Stiller from Weeroona Feedlot. I live here with my wife Tammy and our two kids, Ashlyn and Hugh.
We've hit the coldest part of winter, I'd say, and we've been experiencing record lows. We've had up to -6 in some areas. And because we're in a low part of the region here, below the range, we're experiencing quite severe frost. Today at the feedlot, we've got quite a lot happening. We have some cattle entered into the local Brisbane exhibition, and we need to draft those off. And there's also some other jobs at the feedlot which need to be attended to. It will be, quite a big day, but we'll get through it.
Even with such a big workload, they'll need to get everything done before school finishes. With the local sports carnival on next week, Tim and Tammy have been given the opportunity to run some extra training for the kids, but they'll have to be at school by 3 o'clock.
A little bit of track and field and some high jump and some long jump.
Adding to today's workload, Tim is without Mark, one of his employees. Mark and his partner Jessica are due to have a baby at any moment, so Tammy decides to check in.
I'm over at the feedlot getting ready for the day ahead and very curious to hear about the impending arrival.
It's happening, it's just happening very, very slowly.
Talk to you soon. Make sure you ring me.
Oh well, no.
We've made plans to work around the absence of Mark and Jessica at this stage, and we've got Tim's dad. He's come on board to give us a hand.
Yeah, I wonder what the boys are up to, Mother. Looks like they got something broken down.
How are the boys today?
Oh, yeah. G'day, boys. Yeah. How are you, pup?
Hey, mate. Yeah. No, I just got to get this cable fixed on here, and we can give us a hand and get these Ekka cattle drafted out today. That'll be good.
It looks as if I come in handy, Mrs. Stiller, doesn't it?
Right, give us a hand. We'll get this finished, and we'll get onto that drafting.
It's in your blood to come down and help, and it's nice to be useful at our age. Why don't you leave the boys have finish that, and we can get stuck into this drafting? So,
good to have Dad to call upon, and he enjoys it too. I value his opinion when we're drafting the exhibition cattle out. He's got a lot more years experience than I do, but we're just going to take our time so we don't rush the cattle and don't stress the cattle out too much. We've had a pretty good record when we've gone to the exhibition. We've had a reserve champion pen and a third, so we're pretty happy with that.
After a couple of hours, Tim and his dad are making good progress, but Tim's not sure if he'll be able to make it to the school on time. Tammy will have to go ahead on her own.
I'll put a bit of tucker in the ute for you, and you can eat that on the way over to the school. We've got to keep going.
Right, mate.
See you later.
They're running a bit tight for schedule, but that's the nature of farming. Some days you do a day and a half in a day, some days you don't. And today they're trying to do a day and a half.
How are you coping? Up your pup. We're actually looking forward to an afternoon of training for our sports carnival, which is coming up. They just need a little bit more practice just to get them ready. There we go. All right, kids, what do you think? What have you been starting with when you've been doing your previous practices?
Probably about 60 maybe.
60, that sounds good, George.
See you, old fella.
Yeah, righto, thanks for helping.
Yeah, not a problem. See you, young Tim. Don't do anything I wouldn't do while you're here, will you?
The drafting's all done now, the cattle put away, they're happy, back on feed, back at the bunks eating. I better get to the school now and get this training underway.
Okay, when we're ready, George, you're going to start us off today. Good luck. Off you go. Yep. Today we're doing some training with our children, Ashlyn and Hugh, and we've also got our neighbours' children, George and Abby. Hearing that? Oh, kids, I think we've got a visitor. Who is it?
Daddy!
Hey, mate. Hey, Ashley. How's training going?
Good.
Good afternoon in the park for winter.
Good to see you.
Hey, bub.
How are you going?
Good.
Very good. All
Hey,
righty.
George.
Hi, Tim. Hi, Tim.
Yes.
It is good to come away from work and come down and watch the kids train, because quite often I'm gone to work before they're out of bed too some mornings, and especially now in the winter.
So a great deal of bush ingenuity goes into these athletics carnivals. We've put down some rubber belting to make sure the kids can successfully navigate to the pit so that they don't endanger their feet, they don't fall in a hole.
It's pretty dry at the moment. We haven't had rain for probably 2 months or so. We're trying to water the ovals and sports fields a bit to keep them green, but the wallabies and roos just come in and eat all the grass, so it's a pretty uphill battle.
Nice jump, Ab.
It's dawn at Galugabar, and the new day brings more than just another cold morning.
A message from Potter.
Oh, we've had a baby.
Let me see.
Well, not you. At 3:49, the message reads, we have a winner. 3:49 this morning. Baby boy. We're very excited and everyone looks well and happy.
We get along as a big family, so yeah, we'll be all keen to have a little hold of the new fella, I suppose, yeah.
It's another addition to our community, another addition to the feedlot families, and yeah, we couldn't be more excited.
This morning we've been finishing off a fence line we started to secure the paddock against the main road here. It's important to have these paddocks for the backgrounders, just to bring, when we bring them in from the sale yards and stuff, just to let them have a spell, let them get back to settle back down, and then we can quietly walk them in and put them in the feedlot.
Once everyone's together, Tammy decides it's time to call Mark. She wants more details about the new arrival.
All right, Potter, you better give us some information, hey?
8 pound 9.
Oh, yes.
Big one.
54 centimetres long.
Oh, that's terrific. It's a bit of leg in the breed.
Yeah.
What's the name of this baby?
Leslie James.
Leslie James. We've got an LJ.
It is like an addition to the whole feedlot family, because we are one big family here and we all get along well and yeah, look out for each other.
Children really enjoy the life that we have out here. The opportunity to build a garden and have a veggie patch and tend to that veggie patch and show the kids the process of from seed to something on the table. They really enjoy probably getting out and being able to help, you know, with all of the tasks that are involved with running it. We have chooks that they feed. They're able to go out and mingle with the animals. They've seen the animals grow and mature, and that's a wonderful experience.
Despite the cold, some days Tammy still manages to get out for a walk along the creek bed where it's protected from the wind. It's a small window of time to recharge and reflect.
Our life out here is quite a dream, really. The core of our operation is the welfare of our cattle and making sure that their needs are met in every possible way. This life has its challenges, there's no doubt about that, but together we can make this a successful operation, successful family, and something that we all enjoy doing together, and that's probably the most important thing.